Hey, good Tuesday morning. I hope that you're well. I hope that you can tell that I'm feeling a little better each and every day. Still not up to 100%, but getting better each and every day. Got a pastor's meeting over in Greensboro today. Today we're in Leviticus chapter 11. Leviticus chapter 11 begins to go into great detail concerning Israel's dietary restrictions, that which is kosher, still identified today as a kosher diet. A couple of quick observations of this diet is when it comes to eating land animals, um, you were to eat only those things that chew the cud. They regurgitate part of their food and chew that in their mouth like a cow does, with the divided hoof like the cow has. There are a lot of animals that fall into those categories, and then other animals that do not. And then when it came to aquatic animals, to eat something out of the water, it had to have scales and it had to have fins. If there weren't scales and fins, it couldn't be eaten. A lot of you enjoy catfish. Catfish is a scaleless fish. It's a fish that has skin and not scales. And many of these restrictions, and the final restriction was on birds of carrion. You didn't eat birds that were scavengers and consumed meat, or not necessarily just scavengers, but those who caught their prey alive. You didn't eat carrion birds. And the reasons for all that, I think of three. One being that God just wanted to test his people's obedience. Some of these things may not have anything inherently wrong with consuming them, but he was just testing their obedience. Number two, God wanted them to be a particular and peculiar people apart from the nations around them. And so it wasn't just an issue of obedience, it was just the idea of being set apart. And we as God's holy people ought to be set apart with peculiar observances about us. Just our honor for the Lord and our obedience and allegiance to him. And a final thing, and maybe a very, very important thing when it comes to a kosher diet in our day, was just that eating those things forbidden in diet, and of course that New Testament restriction was lifted. And as we have improved food preparation practices, many of those things can be consumed without adverse health defects. Many of those things that were forbidden contained parasites. They would have been unhealthy for the Israelites. They were God's scavengers. They cleaned up spoil and corruption and refuse in the land. They fed on the bottom of lakes, rivers, and oceans, and so they were contaminated. They were polluted. We know even today many of those things that were forbidden, if we were to eat them, we would see increases in cholesterol and those kinds of things. Now again, and if they weren't prepared properly, we could have adverse dietary diseases and those kinds of things. But the bottom line is God was giving them a prescription for separation, something to make them unique, distinct, and different, something that would identify them particularly with him. And so he's expecting obedience from his children. That's the objective of Leviticus chapter 11. Enjoy your reading today. Saw Vonna Norson yesterday. She's improving. Bob Wilkinson is improving. Pray for his blood pressure. And remember all those others. I looked over Sandra Everhardt's email. I assume it came last night. I looked over it this morning. Let's pray for those needs. And I hope that you have a great day serving the Lord today. And we look forward to Wednesday, midweek service. Our Bible study will come out of Exodus chapter 15. The bitter water turned sweet. And we'll spend some time in prayer as well. Hope you have a great day today. God bless you.